Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I'm your host, Veteran Mountain Man, and it's another Prepared Monday. So, a lot of the preppers and a lot of people like myself caught a lot of flack over our discussions of the fact that federal workers should have been prepared for the shutdown. Well, truth be told, I don't just recommend this for federal workers. I recommend this to anyone and everyone who listens at all to any of my preparedness. If you don't have the resources to successfully negotiate and survive a 6-month unemployment, you're budgeting wrong. Period. End of story. If you can't handle your income going away for at least 6 months, you are not prepared. And the reason I say this is because it's true. You're not taking care of yourself. Part of the American agreement, part of the concept and understanding of the Constitution is that all men are equal under the law. Not that all men have free money, not that all men have the right to mandate somebody give them free stuff, but that all men are equal and free under the law. And I use the term man here as a general term for human beings. Now, that being said, that means that you have to take responsibility for yourself, which is part of what makes so many of these people who fail to pay attention to preparing for emergency situations dangerous. If you do not see the possible dangers inherent in your region, or you feel that the government will take care of you, you are setting yourself up to not survive. Do you understand? This is something that was inherently intrinsic in the American culture up until the 1980s, when consumerism after the hippie revolution took off dramatically due to the reduction in costs of goods and services after government price controls and tamping down of the economy was removed. You can't live on debt, people. You just can't. And if you're living paycheck to paycheck and you have no money to put away in reserve and you have no reserve resources, you are literally setting yourself up to die the second your job disappears. And everybody's job everywhere eventually disappears. This is just factual. Heck, look at the people in Venezuela right now. Many of them have been eating rat for years because of the collapse of their government. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen in the U.S., but if you don't have backup resources, you don't have savings in hand, you're not actively saving and not overspending yourself, you're in trouble. And you need to learn to remove the things that you do not actually need and actually manage your money better. Now, there are a lot of resources out there for this. One that I recommend highly is Dave Ramsey. He discusses cash culture. He discusses fair budgeting in your system. He uses the envelope system for managing your money. These tools have been proven effective and useful if you keep up on them and practice them completely. Many of his followers own their own homes outright. They either paid them off immediately or paid them off very quickly. And you would be surprised when you actually start effectively managing and budgeting your money just how much you can accomplish for yourself. See, one of the things that has been duped on the American public is that you should just use credit to pay for things in emergencies and not actually have emergency savings set up to take care of yourself. Well, this is foolishness in and of itself. Borrowing money from family members, borrowing money to pay money back later because you've had an emergency is a horrible situation to get yourself in. And so it is better to go ahead and take the time to prepare ahead of time. And then, should something happen to you, you have that money. And should nothing ever happen to you, you still have that money. And you can leave that to your kids. And now that the death tax has been removed federally, it's a lot easier to give that money to your kids without them being taxed to death on it. So it's time that we all started actually taking responsibility for our individual selves. And then when we come down to needing to help those who actually need help, we can actually have a better, more intelligent discussion. Well, I know that this basically is a continuation of last week. I'm kind of sorry about that, guys, but I needed to get the rest of that out there. And I will go ahead and try to set up something even better for next Monday on Prepared Monday. I hope you all join me for that. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below. Follow my other social media links. And as always, have yourself a beautiful day.